Hello everyone. In this video, we will be talking about partnerships. So let's start off with the first question. Now, in the first question, it's given that A and B invested 12,000 and 18,000 respectively in a business for the whole year. At the end of the year, the total profit was 2,000 rupees. What would be the share of A in the profit? So we had two people, A and B, investing 12k and 18k, and it was invested for the whole year, right? Now, if the share, so for 12 months, and they would be the profits would be in the ratio of 12 is to 18, because we can cross off 12 from both the sides. So it would be in the ratio of 12, it would be in the ratio of 12 is to 18 or 2 is to 3. So if the ratio of profit is 2, the profit of B would be 3, right? If the share of A is 2, the share of B would be 3, right? So if there was a total profit of 2000, and let's say 2x is the profit received by A and 3x is the profit received by B, the sum of these two profits would be equal to 2000, from which you can say that the value of x is equal to 400, or A received 800 and B received 1200. So this is the solution for the question. The answer is option A. Let's move on to the next. A and B invested the same capital in a business. Okay, so let me assume that both of these people have invested 100 rupees each. At the end of the year, they share a profit in the ratio of 3 to 2. If A invested his capital for the whole year, so he invested for 12 months. However, there's no information for B, so we'll take B invested the money for X months, right? So the ratio of profits would be equal to 12 is to X, because we can cancel off 100 from both the sides. It's 12 is to X. And it's also given that the share of profit is 3 is to 2. So if 12 corresponds to 3, then x would correspond to how much? It would correspond to 8, right? So I can say then that the value of x is nothing but 8 months. So what here is needed to be understood is, if 12 means 3 part of a proportion, then x, which is 2 parts of the proportion, would be equal to, so 2y would be equal to 12 by 3y into 2y, right? So that would be equal to 8, right? So that's the answer. Okay, let's look at question number 3. Now PQR entered into a partnership and provided capitals of 22,000, 26,000, 34,000 respectively. So there are three people, P, Q, R, providing 22k, 26k and 34k respectively. After some months later, an extra capital of 10,000 was supplied by Q. At the end of the 12 months, the total profit of this. Okay, so P kept his money for 12 months. Let's assume that Q kept 26,000 for X months, and then later on added 10,000 more. So now his capital would become 36k, and this was kept for 12 minus X months, because the profit is calculated after 12 months. So in all, the total amount of time should be 12 months, right? And R kept his money for 12 months. So the ratio of profits should be in the ratio of 12 into 22 is to 26x, plus 36 into 12 minus x, and 34 is to 12. So if you solve these out, 22 into 12 essentially becomes 220, plus 44 or 264. This becomes 26x, plus 36 into 12 is 432, minus 36x, and 34 into 12 is equal to 408, right? Now it's given that the total profit of was this, Pawan's share was this, so we can essentially calculate directly. So it means Pawan's share is nothing but 264 divided by the entire share, 264 4 plus 408 plus 432 minus 10x, right? So 264 plus 408, that's 672, plus 432, that's 1104, minus 10x. This is the share of Pawan. This is the share of profit that Pawan's making, and this is nothing, that is equal to 12474 divided by 50274. So the Pawan's share is this. So from this you just need to calculate this is a cross multiplication, and you need to solve it out, from which you would get the value of x to be equal to 4. Now this is a step where you need to calculate a bit, so please do that on your own end, and you would be getting that the value, you would be getting that the value of x is equal to 4. Now what does is equal to 4 means? It means that 26,000 was kept for 4 months and 36,000 was kept for 8 months, right? What do we need to find out? When did Qureshi supply the extra credit, right, or the extra capital? So that means after these 4 months are done, we can see that the capital is coming to 36k. So after 4 months, Qureshi supplied the extra 10,000 capital. This is the solution to the question, and the answer is option A. Now let's solve the fourth question. Now three friends A, B, and C started a venture with capitals in the ratio of 4:1:15. So let me take the three people as A, B, and C, and let's say they have started the business with 40, 10, and 150 rupees. At the end of every quarter, A halves his capital, whereas B doubles his capital. C leaves the capital untouched. So this money of C was left untouched for 12 months, right? But after every quarter, that is after every 3 months, what essentially happens is A halves his capital and B doubles his capital. So let's say for the first quarter, they were having 40 and 10 rupees each, right? After the first quarter is done, during the second quarter, they would be having A would be having 20 rupees as his capital. However, B would be doubling, so B would be having 20 rupees as his capital. They were keeping this amount for 3 months again. After this, in the next quarter, A's capital would be 10 rupees, whereas B's capital would be 40, again kept for 3 months. And for the final quarter, the capital of A would be 5, kept for 3 months. The capital of B would be 80, and that would be kept for 3 months. So the ratio of profits would be in the ratio of 1800 for C. For B it would be 30 plus 60 plus 120, that is 210, plus 240, that is 450. And for A it would be 120 plus 60 plus 30, that is 210, plus 15, 225. So they have a ratio of profit that is distributed in the ratio of 225 is to 450 is to 1800. Now if you simplify this, it's nothing but 1 is to 2 is to 8, right? Now it's given that B share of profit is 22,000. So we can say that if the profits are 1x, 2x, and 8x, we can say that the value of 2x is equal to 22,000, or the value of x is 11,000, right? What do we need to find out? The total profit. So the total profit is 1x plus 2x plus 8x, or the value of 11x needs to be 11 into 11, or 121,000. That is option C. Let's now move into the last question. Shyam, Raju, and Arjun, that is S, R, and A, started with business with 30,000, 40,000, and 50,000 respectively. Sham stays for the entire year, okay. Raju leaves the business after 2 months but rejoins after another 4 months, but only with 3/4 of his initial capital. Okay, so this money is kept for 2 months but rejoins after another 4 months. So if we start off from 0 to 2, he invested 40k, then he left 4 months in between, so again he starts from 6 to 12, right? With 3/4 of his capital. 3/4 means 30k, and he does this for 6 months, right? Because the in between 4 months was not kept, right? And Arjun leaves after 3 months, so this money is kept for 3 months, rejoins after another 4 months, so 0 to 3, 50k, 5 months of leave, and then from the 8th month to the 12th month, he's back, but only with 4/5 of his capital, so with 40,000 for the last 4 months. So the ratio of profits would be in the ratio of 13 to 12, that is equal to 360. This would be 80, this is 180, so 260, and here 150, 160, that is 310. So they have a ratio of 36 is to 26 is to 31. The profits are in the ratio of this. Okay, what's given in the year end, the total profit was 27,900. How much more did Raju from Raju did Arjun get? Okay, so if the profits are 36x, 26x, and 31x, if I take out the entire sum, that is 36x, plus 26x plus 31x. This would be equal to the total profit, that is 27,900, right? From here we need to find out the value of x. That means the value of 93x would be equal to 27900, or the value of x is equal to 300. What do we need to find? How much more than Raju did Arjun get? So Arjun had a total profit of 31x, Raju had a total profit of 26x, right? So there was a difference of 5x, and this is what Arjun gets more. If x is equal to 300, the value of 5x would be equal to 1500, and that, my dear friends, is the answer for this question. So the answer for this question is 1500, right? So yeah, these were the 5 questions on partnership that I wanted to discuss, and I hope it's clear to all of you. Take care of yourselves and have a very good day ahead. Bye bye.